China is battling a new and rapidly spreading respiratory virus. The number of people infected has tripled to more than 200, and President Xi says it needs to be resolutely contained. But if it began in Wuhan, then there were cases recorded in Beijing. Shanghai, South Korea and Japan have confirmed one case each, and there are 2 confirmed cases in Thailand. We also heard from the spokesman for the China Foreign Ministry today, who called the outbreak an epidemic. Also today, the World Health Organization says it will convene an emergency committee of what it calls the novel coronavirus. That will happen on Wednesday, the 22nd of January.
People in Wuhan have been asked not to leave the city, and outsiders have been told to stay away. More than 400 people have been infected with the coronavirus and 9 people have died.
As it struggles to contain the virus that has now killed more than 100 people, the total number of confirmed cases is now at more than 4,500.
Let's turn to the day's other main story. Fears are growing that it won't be possible to stop the global spread of coronavirus. Health experts have warned that the chances of containing it are diminishing as cases appear in more countries. Well, here in the UK, although more than 6,500 people have been tested for the virus, so far just 13 have tested positive, including the 4 cases who were aboard the Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan. They've now returned home. Our medical
There are currently 9,000 patients with coronavirus in hospitals across England, which means they're occupying around 1 in 10 beds. The Nightingale Hospital in East London will be ready for 500 coronavirus patients, rising eventually to 4,000. 1,408 people are now confirmed to have died from the virus in the UK.
President Trump's trying to show his administration has a plan to manage the outbreaks of the coronavirus, even as he downplays it.
The protection of health and care workers has now become a pressing issue in this pandemic. With the
Prime Minister Boris Johnson has tested positive for coronavirus and is self-isolating in Downing Street.
We have, as I said, we have the greatest people in the world. We're very ready for it. We hope it doesn't spread. There's a chance that it won't.
The Prime Minister's condition worsened. He was moved in to a critical care unit.
I see the disinfectant injection inside.
The Italian Deputy Health Minister Pierpaolo Sileri says that he believes Italy is currently experiencing the peak of the coronavirus outbreak.
And your fake news.
The total number of deaths so far in the UK is now 26,000.
26,771.
In the United States so far. I've today left hospital after a week in which the NHS has saved my life.
Johnson has declared that the UK is past the peak of the coronavirus.
But in the midst of the outbreak, so many are trying to make a difference.
And uplift you along the way.
And said that he will set out a comprehensive plan next week for gradually lifting the lockdown.
Better days will return. We will be with our friends again. We will be with our families again. We will meet again.
1, 2, 3 e continuamos o assunto. Eu sonhei que o coronavírus acabou. E todo mundo espera isso, né? Se o coronavírus não acabar, já viu, né?
Qual é a primeira coisa que você quer fazer quando acabar o coronavírus?
Cair no mundão. Deixa eu terminar meu sonho.
Desculpa a vergonha que eu passei.
Não precisa desculpar, não. Mas meu peido precisa.
Meu o quê?
Meu peido. Agora que eu soltei. Desculpa a minha vergonha agora. Desculpa. Vamos voltar ao assunto, que não é peidos não, tá? Donald Trump veio, não é interessante essa parte. Aí eu disse, cloroquina não serve. Eu disse que quem quer toma, quem não quer não toma, mas tudo isso no sonho, tá? E eu vi no jornal, gente, uma coisa que vocês não vão gostar. Foi agora que a briga pelo racismo começou. Minha mãe é negra, eu sou pardo, mas meu sangue é negro. Viu? Meu sangue é negro.
Eu descobri que eu sou preta quando eu tinha 4 anos de idade. E aí na hora do recreio as meninas brancas diziam: a Brenda não pode brincar porque ela é preta.
Eu tinha 12 anos de idade. E aí a professora nos levou para fazer laboratório no zoológico. E aí as crianças falaram: ela vai ter que fazer a macaca, porque ela é preta.
Eu estava por volta de 4ª série, e aí eu sempre falei que eu ia ser modelo. E aí tinha um menino que ele sempre falava que eu não podia ser modelo, porque você tem a cor de carvão. E quem tem essa cor não pode ser modelo.
Eu era a única negra de todas as 4ª séries. Eu não tinha o reconhecimento que tinha, né, os demais alunos.
Sofri muito racismo. Das crianças, dos professores, da direção.
Quando eu tinha 11 anos, eu tive que cortar os cabelos por causa de surtos de piolho. E por ser negra, eu fui chamada imediatamente de Pelezinho.
Outro ponto era as festas juninas, que nenhum menino queria dançar comigo, eu era sempre a última a ser escolhida.
Ser preta é difícil desde a infância, né?
E eu acho que a escola, para uma criança preta, destrói a autoestima.
Se tem uma mulher negra que escapou da escravidão, é forte, viu? Minha opinião é que pare o racismo logo.
Eu fui criada para acreditar que o racismo não existia, né? Que já estava tudo resolvido. Mas nas aulas de história era um incômodo, né?
Foi assim, os índios viviam lá tranquilos com os bambus, até que os brancos vieram.
Foi no primário ainda, né? A professora comentando sobre a escravidão no Brasil. E eu fiquei muito triste porque eu era minoria na sala e fiquei até com vergonha de ser preto.
Eu disse que escravizaram os negros e tudo. Isso todo mundo sabe, né, mãe?
Se nós somos 54%, por que sua maioria não tem acesso a uma escola particular?
Eu não via muito as professoras falando nada quando as pessoas ficavam em cima de você, te derrubando no chão, até agressão física, sabe? Derrubava.
Um argentino, ele pediu que eu não me aproximasse da mesa dele, que eu não me aproximasse da família por conta da minha cor da pele. Ainda fazia assim com um gesto para afirmar que...
Uma vez um aluno chutou a porta e me machucou, partiu meu supercílio.
Quando o cidadão brasileiro viu essa imagem que policial matando o homem negro, todo mundo ficou muito revoltado e saiu e colocou fogo nos lugares. Todo mundo viu isso, então vamos pular essa parte, né? Upa!
Durante uma abordagem policial, onde eles me ameaçavam bastante, eles falaram abertamente pra mim que negro pra eles tinha que morrer mesmo, era tudo ladrão.
Quando eu tinha mais ou menos uns 14, 15 anos, eu tava voltando pra casa, eu ouvi o barulho. Você já podia ir pra parede porque era mão pra cabeça. E falaram: o que você tá fazendo aqui? Tava jogando bola e tô indo pra casa. Mas qual ônibus você vai pegar? Falei: não vou pegar ônibus não, tô indo a pé. Você mora onde? Falei: Avenida Higienópolis, 318. Olharam bem no meu olho e falaram: olha, se você estiver mentindo pra gente. E aí me colocaram no camburão, pararam o camburão, né, de ré, assim, em frente à guarita, né, e perguntaram pro porteiro: esse rapaz, ele mora aqui? É Arthur, rapaz, esse é Arthur.
Uma vez, quando eu tinha 13 anos, uma viatura me parou e apontou a arma para mim, mas eu não vi que era uma arma ainda. Eu estava na frente de um mercado onde eu comprava as coisas com a minha mãe e com meu pai. Eles me liberaram e eu não conseguia sair do lugar. As pernas começaram a tremer, a amolecer, eu não conseguia levantar, eu sentei no chão. E ninguém teve coragem de me defender. Era assim.
Um policial me abordou, perguntou onde eu estava indo, aí ele mandou entrar no camburão. Aí eu perguntei, mas por quê? Falando que a gente estava sendo detido porque éramos flanelinhas, né?
Fui parado, né, por policiais. A maioria das vezes eu escutava, é que a gente está tendo muita queixa de trombadinha.
Fala que meu pai falava, se a polícia te parar, responda o que for lhe perguntado, não olhe nos olhos, fique quieto, não reaja.
Você que é branco, não sabe o que é levar uma butinada na canela, não sabe o que é levar um tapa na cara. Caras como eu, naquela região, não sobreviviam.
Então isso é um retrato do Brasil colonial. Embora estejamos em 2020 e discutindo democracia, só que antes de discutir a democracia, nós temos que ultrapassar, né, superar o pensamento e o sistema colonial desse país.
Eu saí para passear na praia sozinho, devia ter uns 12 anos de idade, e eu peguei um remo, que a gente tinha um caiaque, e eu me dei conta que tinha um veículo me seguindo. Encostou do meu lado. Para onde você vai? Tô indo passear na praia. Aí eu vi que ele tinha uma arma, tinha um revólver.
Ninguém veio me defender.
Ninguém vinha me salvar.
Eu chorei muito. Ninguém me acolheu.
Ninguém foi a favor de mim, porque é uma faceta do racismo nos colocar como raivosos, então me chamavam de barraqueira.
O tempo todo chamavam de um apelido. Acho que quase ninguém sabia o meu nome na escola. Era sempre um apelido.
Como Bombril, Tição, Macaco, Beiçudo.
Seu nego sem vergonha, nego sujo, nego safado.
Chamavam meu cabelo de Bombril, professores me chamavam de Medusa.
Cabelo de Bombril.
Riam da minha estética.
Eu carrego a lembrança de eu sentada no pátio do colégio, agarrada aos meus joelhos, enquanto as crianças puxavam meu cabelo.
Minha mãe sempre trançou assim, muito bonitinho, punha tererê, e na escola era vista como atração. E eu não tinha um minuto de paz.
Eu acho que eu tinha uns 7. Naquela época minha mãe prendia o meu cabelo, sabe? Fazia Maria Chiquinha, fazia a trança, mas sempre preso. Isso me aprisionava junto.
Eu lembro de estar passeando com a minha família. Uma senhora branca parou do meu lado e puxou meu cabelo. Na cabeça dela, ela queria comprovar se meu cabelo era real.
Quando eu era pequena, eu lembro que me levavam muito em salão de cabeleireiro. A minha primeira lembrança é de quando eu tinha 7 anos. Eu tive corte químico. O meu cabelo simplesmente não aguentou, ele apodreceu e ele caiu.
Todo mundo lá da escola é branco, tem cabelo bom.
Quando você é criança, você não tem as ferramentas, né, cognitivas ou mesmo emocionais para lidar com essa situação. E a criança sofre em silêncio, né, calada na sua dor. E isso marca uma cicatriz assim indelével na formação do indivíduo.
Olha que minha situação.
Isso é triste, isso é muito triste. Mas eu tenho em mim que isso não vai passar para meus filhos. Não vai mesmo. Não vai, porque hoje eu tenho uma consciência negra e aprofundando cada vez mais nesse estudo, na identidade.
A luta de hoje é por eles.
Imagens muito tristes do racismo. E assim acaba essa live. Eu consegui se virar.
Desde pequena, nós mulheres negras sofremos uma exclusão dessa sociedade aí, ó, que quer que todo mundo seja padrão, para tentar esconder um defeito de cor. Quando conseguimos driblar, bater no peito e falar, somos pretas sim, somos. Nosso cabelo não é ruim. Na verdade é o inverso. Aí o branco nos acusa de racismo reverso. Nem a escola consegue perdoar. Sempre tem alguém lá, ó, para nos silenciar. Isso tem que mudar. Ninguém mais vai nos calar. Não podemos esperar. Agora é a hora de revolucionar.
Vidas negras importam. Minha mãe é negra, importa. E sangue negro também importa. Né, mãe? Papa, mamamatay na po ba tayo?
Nak, ano ba yung sinasabi mo? Bakit mo ba naiisip yan? Halika nga dito.
Bakit po hindi pa po tayo kumakain, Papa?
Naku, Nak. Wala pa tayong bigas. Hindi pa makapasada si tatay. Hintayin na lang muna tayo na ayuda, ha?
Nire-repack pa po nila, Kap?
Oo, Nak. Nire-repack pa siguro nila, Kap. Nak, ito ka lang, ha? Didiskarte lang sa tatay na makakain.
Wala na po bang virus sa labas?
Meron pa, Nak. Kaso, pwede na doon lumabas para may makain tayo. Malalabas, ha? Mahirap maging mahirap sa panahon ng pandemya. Masakit makitang nagugutom ang iyong pamilya nang wala ka man lang ginagawa. O, Nak! May pagkain na tayo. May nautangan na si tatay.
Papa, bakit puro bigas at itlog ang binili mo?
Pagtsagaan muna natin yan, ha? Kailangan natin magtipid. Babawi na lang si Papa pag nagkapera na tayo, ha? Huwag kang mag-alala. Papasukan na si tatay bukas. Tara, lahat sa lamesa. Isang kahig santo ka, kumbaga. Kung ano matanggap, ay isa naming pinagkakasya.
Ingat ka tayo.
Sakit lang ako.
Tao po! Ito na ayuda nyo galing kay Kap.
Ay! May tumatawag!
1 kilong bigas at isang tray ng itlog.
Ako, maraming salamat ka mo! Sabi kay Kap! Hindi kami tamad. Sadyang hindi lang pinagpala.
Tay!
Nak, huwag ka muna dumikit kay Papa. Mailigo muna ako, ha?
Para saan po yung luya?
Dalaga ako mamaya, Nak. Kaya heto kami. Napipilitang isugal ang buhay para lang mabuhay.
Tay, huwag ka nang lalabas, ha?
Totoy, ano yung binibenta mo?
Lugaw po, mainit pa. Tay, may bibili.
Teka, sandali lang. Nak, tulong mo sa tatay. Oh, may itlog po ba? 20 lang po pag may itlog. Sabihan mo yung mga kasama mo dun, ha? May tinda kaming lugaw dito, ha?
Sige, bago luto ba yan?
Bago to, te. Diba sarap nito?
Pabili din akong 3.
Okay, tol. Wait lang. Akong bahala.
May itlog din yun, ha?
Okay, 3 rin itlog.
Sarap ba yan?
Mura na, madumi pa.
This ever happened to you? Are you a red-blooded American man who's worried about looking uncool in a mask? But your stupid girlfriend and the government say you have to wear them? Then you need Mask for Masks, the only mask made specially for men. Real men. Studies show men don't like to wear masks, and they're right, pussy. Try our cool new designs like American flag, camo, Slim Jim, flames, football, and of course, Bud Light. There you go, brother. Show those snowflakes. But why stop there? We have hundreds of masks for every type of guy. Check out Big Trout, Studded Leather, Truck Nuts, Mom Tattoo, Rules of the Game, a bunch of guns, steroid side effects, Man Books, and for those who are 65 and over, World War II documentary. Masculinity might be fragile, but your immune system doesn't have to be. We put the mask in masculinity. Sold exclusively at Ed Hardy.
But isn't that part of the dilemma now? That people knew that Negroes were being denied what was guaranteed to them by the Constitution, by the fact that they were citizens of this country. Then when they were given those rights, do you feel the white community said, well, we've given them all that we have, now it's up to them?
Well, I think the dilemma is much deeper, and I think one during this period of transition has to be very honest with America. And honesty impels me to admit that America has broad racist elements still alive. Racism is still existing in American society in many areas of the society, North and South. And the other thing is that there has never been a single, solid, determined commitment of large segments of white America on the whole question of racial equality.
President Trump and Vice President Pence to address the nation and apologize for their influence in police violence and brutality across the nation. No peace! No justice! No peace!
It's much easier to integrate a lunch counter than it is to guarantee an annual income, for instance, to get rid of poverty for Negroes and all poor people. It's much easier to integrate a bus than it is to make genuine integration a reality and quality education a reality in our schools. It's much easier to integrate even a public park than it is to get rid of slums. And I think we are in a new era, a new phase of the struggle, where we have moved from a struggle for decency, which characterized our struggle for 10 or 12 years, to a struggle for genuine equality. And this is where we're getting the resistance, because there was never any intention to go this far.
Hoy nos hice el desayuno y sin pensarlo decidí cocinar frito. Es básicamente carne seca a la mexicana, estilo Monterrey, porque mi familia es de allá y así le decimos. Y escogí frito porque es uno de esos desayunos que, como los chilaquiles, te alegran el corazón. De esos en los que ves borbotear el sartén y te sumerges en la sazón de tu madre o de tu abuela, o de tu padre.
Déjame escoger un fondo bonito. Por lo menos que se vea verde el fondo.
Va, verde está chido.
Yo tengo mucha añoranza por los platillos de tu abuela. Todo lo que eran los guisados de puercos, ya sea el asado de puerco o la carne de puerco con papas o el olor de la manteca. Pero hablarte de uno en especial me cuesta trabajo. Yo diría que es el arroz con pollo.
Mira, me pasa mucho con el arroz con pollo.
Bueno, sí, el arroz con pollo de mi papá. Todos tenemos una fijación por el arroz con pollo. Mis hijos también dicen lo mismo. Mamá, ¿cuál es la fascinación por eso tan simple?
Sí, hoy preparé frito y a pesar de este apocalipsis pandémico fue uno de los highlights de mi afortunada cuarentena. Porque cada frito huele a domingo. De esos domingos en los que despertaba todavía en casa de mis papás, con mis hermanos, y juntos desayunábamos bastante tarde un plato de frito.
Fuimos creciendo y se volvió como así religiosamente que los domingos era ir a comer con los abuelos. Y era siempre, invariablemente, arroz con pollo y fritada de cabrito.
Al primero que se le servía siempre era a mi papá. A la hora de la comida, porque abría la cazuela de arroz perfecta para que el primero se servirle era papá. Entonces eso era así como, no puede ser, en estas épocas ya no existe eso, pero...
Era ve al mercado a comprar pollo y eran 2 pollos.
Tienes que entender un poco la familia, o sea, si ves que éramos 11 hermanos.
Y llegábamos uno a otro hasta que la mesa estaba llena. Había veces que no te podías sentar porque la mesa ya estaba llena.
¿Te has pesado?
Yo creo que si te cortaras el pelo pierdes 1 kilo más o menos.
Ahorita no puedo ver a mis papás. Bueno, sí, puedo verlos en una pantalla, escucharlos en una bocina, pero no puedo tocarlos, no puedo apapacharlos, no puedo olerlos. Sin los otros sentidos, mi familia, mis amigos son tan reales para mí como cualquier personaje de una de mis series favoritas.
Oye, y cuando mi abuela dejó de cocinar, ¿cambió la forma en la que tú te aproximaste a la comida?
Pues lo que empecé cuando dejó de cocinar es a preguntarle recetas. Por ejemplo, el asado de puerco.
Yo ahora hago muchas cosas que hacía mamá, que yo nunca las hacía. Yo decía, ay, si las hacen o no, no me importa, ni
Cositas adobadas al horno.
Y ahora las hago. El arroz con pollo llegó un momento en que no lo comía.
El hígado en salsa.
Y ya tiene años que lo hago siempre. Pero mis hijos dicen que no quieren comer siempre lo mismo, ¿no? Pues yo lo podía hacer una vez por semana encantada. Lleva comino y pimienta. Esa es la diferencia. Así lo hace mi abuela, así lo hace mamá.
Y luego cuando logras reproducir el sazón que tienes en la memoria, es un triunfo. Sí me salió.
Todas las comidas que tienen comino, inmediatamente me acuerdo de mamá. Es más, decíamos, ¿quieres que sepa mamá? Ponle comino.
Cuando lo preparo lo trato de hacer de acuerdo a que el sabor que me acuerdo, el sabor que tengo registrado.
El caso es de que nunca va a quedar como el de ella, obviamente, porque obviamente esos sabores son del recuerdo.
Y trato de conseguirlo y generalmente lo consigo, ¿no?
Te puede gustar mucho algo, pero siempre va a ser mejor lo que te preparaban.
Temprano iba al venadito, compraba barbacoa, se la traía a la casa, entonces bajábamos y siempre había barbacoa. Y hasta la fecha yo sigo llevándolo a tu abuela porque tiene como que ese recuerdo que come barbacoa y carnitas los domingos para almorzar.
Y ahorita que mi abuela como que ya no tiene tanto apetito, ¿crees que este ritual del domingo en barbacoa es algo que le ayuda a comer?
Yo creo que le ayuda a la compañía. Pero yo creo que sí le ayuda un poco. cambiar el sabor le ayuda, ¿no?
Por eso cocino. Para ponerme como brujita con su ollita, como diría Isabel. E invocar los sabores, los recuerdos, las historias que me conectan con ese platillo en particular. Y entonces el plato se vuelve un apapacho. Un gordo apapacho. Así que cada kilo que ves en este más delgado, pero más panzón cuerpo, como diría Isabel, es un kilo ganado con amor. Un kilo de arroz con pollo familiar, un kilo de frito dominical y más kilos de todos los apapachos que no he podido dar esta cuarentena.
Bueno.
Ok, pues ahí seguimos en contacto.
Pero bueno, ahí nos estamos conectando.
Cuídense.
Ahí te mando ahorita la receta de las migas.
Nos hablamos.
Estén bien.
Nos vemos, gracias.
Y en este punto es cuando a mí me gustaba pasar cuando mi mamá estaba cocinando y robarle pedacitos de carne. Porque en este punto ya está muy suave la carne, medio doradita. Tiene un sabor muy bueno.
Mientras el confinamiento hemos estado echando 10, 12, 14 horas, turnos dobles, de todo. Y la gente se ha acordado de nosotros, pero en cuanto se han abierto las desescaladas y han podido la gente moverse por otras localidades, salir con los coches, parece que todos los que hemos estado ahí ya se nos han olvidado de nosotros. No es que seamos héroes, pero no hemos pedido nada a cambio. Era lo que teníamos que hacer. Y yo creo que nos hemos dado cuenta que estamos ahí más para ayudar que para otra cosa.
Empiezas sin saber dónde te vas a meter y acabas sabiendo dónde estás metido. Vives en una pequeña incertidumbre de lo que tú no quieres llevar a tu casa y todos los días llegas a tu casa y dices, bueno, ¿traeré o no traeré el virus, no?
Cada uno tenemos nuestros miedos, tenemos nuestras familias en casa. Hay compañeros que tienen a sus padres mayores en casa o el miedo a contagiar a tus hijos o a tus seres queridos. Lo han tenido que vivir con angustia.
Tener una casa es, digamos, que como un techo donde te puedes acoger y tienes una zona de seguridad, digamos, una barrera para inhibirte de algunos problemas de fuera. Y significa, pues, el todo, ¿no? El futuro de tu vida, el futuro de tu trabajo, el futuro de todo.
La gente tiene familia, tiene niños pequeños y se han privado de ellos para estar aquí.
El miedo no se termina de ahí, porque tienes mucho trato con muchas personas, muchos tipos de personas que tú no sabes cómo vienen realmente a la tienda.
Es una situación que en cierto modo yo algunas veces pensaba, jolines, si yo estuviera en mi casa, estaría muy bien.
Hemos tenido días muy duros de trabajo, muy cansados, y la verdad que en cierto modo envidiaba un poco a la gente que estaba en casa. Es un empezar de nuevo, o sea que nos ha demostrado para mí la historia que todo lo que llevábamos aprendido de aquí para atrás no nos ha servido para nada.
Lo peor hubiera sido que la gente tuviera la sensación de que se iba a quedar sin alimento. Y mantener los supermercados abiertos y ha dado paz social, lo tengo claro.
El 16 de marzo entro en mi oficina y ya no hay gente, ya no hay esa gente que están todos los días. De decir 60 buenos días, dices 3, y el buenos días va acompañado de ¿cuántos muertos van ya hoy?
Ha habido mucha gente que no se lo tomaba en serio y me he llegado a encontrar comentarios de esto no es nada, esto es un cacho gripe, yo no me pongo esto porque ya tengo 70 años, a ver si lo pillo me vi cuanto antes.
Recuerdo un fin de semana que fue lo más complicado del mundo, que fue cuando los compañeros del almacén, que estuvieron todo el fin de semana trabajando, de noche, de día, y pues yo estaba en casa haciendo pedidos todo el fin de semana, porque es que toda la mercancía desaparecía del almacén. Y entonces era como que todo, yo pues, como una sensación de que todo se iba de las manos, de que no se podía controlar nada, porque intentábamos comprar, pero los proveedores, bueno, nos decían que no podían atender a la avalancha de pedidos que habían tenido.
Ver las colas en la puerta del supermercado a las 7:30 de la mañana. Madre mía, si nos queda hora y media para abrir, entonces te crea mucha tensión, porque no sabes, el día es muy largo, entonces si a las 7 de la mañana está eso, tú no sabes lo que te va a esperar hasta las 9 de la noche.
Para mí un estante vacío era una sensación de impotencia, porque ya no sabías el por qué, porque tú hacías todas tus cosas bien, tus pedidos, tú comprendías que no dependía de ti, dependía de almacenes, de transportistas, de fábricas, pero ¿cómo se lo transmitía todo a una clienta?
Pero yo he visto imágenes de otros supermercados, de otras cadenas y tal, y veía que salían en la tele incluso, con los estantes todos vacíos, y yo decía, a mí no me puede pasar eso, no puede pasar en nuestras tiendas que haya todos los estantes vacíos. Pero la verdad es que desde el primero hasta el último de las personas que trabajan en esta empresa han puesto lo que tenían que poner de sí para que eso no pasara.
Nosotros sabíamos que íbamos a tener que trabajar muchas horas y de hecho se trabajaron muchas horas.
Lo vives de una forma que quieres más de lo que puedes. Llega tu turno de salida y no te quieres ir porque no quieres dejar a tus compañeros en casa, pero sabes que te tienes que ir.
Tenías que ir y estar ahí para que no le faltase nada. Entonces eso era siempre una preocupación. Tampoco sabía a qué hora te ibas a ir. Lo único que sabía era que tenías que estar aquí para que a nadie le faltase nada, que era lo importante, y ya está. Entonces, de verdad que muchas veces ibas a casa y la cabeza no paraba.
Hemos tenido privilegios de poder llevar a la gente lo que como en un principio pensaban que iba a ser un cataclismo, o sea, que la gente no iba a tener de comer, y hemos sido los privilegiados en demostrarles de que eso no iba a ser así. Cuando esto empezó, nadie sabíamos cómo íbamos a terminar, no sabíamos por dónde cogerlo, pero poquito a poco, con la ayuda de unos y otros y tal, hemos ido saliendo adelante.
Yo nunca me imaginaría que en mi oficina iba a tener que estar hablando con empleados míos que se me echan a llorar por nervios, por no poder, por estado de ansiedad. Nunca me podría haber pensado que fuera a pasar eso. Ha pasado, y esa persona a los 10 minutos se ha vuelto a su puesto de trabajo y a seguir luchando.
Pero yo creo que lo que ha dado seguridad es el estar ahí machacando en las medidas, en los protocolos, en intentar hacer las cosas bien, poner cada vez más medios para más seguridad. Entonces, claro, llega un momento que aquí esto de ponerse la mascarilla, ponerse las gafas, ponerse el gorro, todas esas cosas, ha llegado un momento que es normal.
Me sentía protegida. Era el sitio donde más segura podía estar, porque había personas que se estaban dejando su vida porque estuviéramos todos bien. Trabajar con una mascarilla no es cómodo. Decirte ponte un esparadrapo de papel en la nariz no es cómodo. Un ratito vale, pero cuando llevas 5 horas y te tienes que volver a comer a casa, la nariz duele. Lo único que al final nos tenemos que reír porque los EPIs para todos los compañeros son iguales y el que está gordito, el EPI le queda chico, la bata le queda chica.
Son unos magníficos. unos luchadores que no nos han importado nunca el saber lo que había en la calle, porque creo que no hemos puesto el mono de trabajar y hemos tirado hacia adelante de todo. Porque si no estamos nosotros, ¿quién ayuda a los de fuera?
Quería decirle que sentía más cerca a mis compañeros del supermercado y del almacén. Lo sentía más cercano, entonces mis aplausos de las 8 iban para ellos.
Quiero pedir disculpas a los compañeros si en algún momento no hemos estado a la altura de estas circunstancias. Me parece importante y pedir su comprensión, porque la verdad que detrás de cada mascarilla, de cada gafa, de cada gorro, ha habido un trabajo que es inimaginable en muchas ocasiones.
Y esto me ha marcado a mí, porque esto en 20 años que llevo de trabajo no me ha pasado nunca.
De cada persona en realidad aprendes. Aprende porque algunos son mucho más mayores que tú y te enseñan sus lecciones, y de otro pues coge lo que más brilla de su personalidad.
Era inviable que todos nos quedáramos en casa, pero ellos han estado en primera línea de batalla, entonces lo primero que se me viene es la palabra gracias, pero un gracias muy grande.
Jusqu'à maintenant, la situation est sous contrôle, mais on la suit de très près. Ce que les gens peuvent faire pour nous aider le plus, c'est de respecter les consignes.
I'm not going to school because there is a disease. It's dangerous to go because we don't have the vaccination and the treatment. This is your rainbow. There. You can put a rainbow. It's because rainbows are beautiful. They have a lot of color, especially my two favorite colors, the orange and the yellow. I take pictures of them. I like most of the ones who are big. Also, there's one I really like who's giant. Ça va bien aller. I hate being at home and not learning nothing. I miss my friends and all that. Yeah, also my teacher. When I see a rainbow, I know how there's a kid inside, and they made the rainbow. We see it when the rain is finished, but you need to be behind the sun if you want to see it. But the rainbow is round, but you just see it like this. And if you want to see one round, you need to take a plane or a rocket.
Gotta be tripping like LSC. Keep taking our lives, God robbery. Reporting live from a PO. Yeah. I got it. So my name's Breon Jones. I was down there at the protest in Fort Wayne. Media's portraying a lot of like rioting and looting that's going on, and I just want to set the record straight.
I got it. All right, cool. I'm gonna punch you in right there with that shit is focused, okay?
Okay.
All right.
This shit is focused. I'm on the roof screaming, give us free. Team strip. Do it again.
Got it.
Tears streaming down from heaven over hellish deeds. They got me tripping like LSD. They keep taking our lives, God robbery. Reporting live from a POC. Okay, so did I hit that right? Okay, all right. First of all, the cops are instigating this. Directions were followed, like it was peaceful, and then the tear gas came. I was Facebook Live in the event. When I got taken down, I got kneed in the ribs while I was on the ground, and I got tear gassed while I was on the ground. And as I'm being driven away in the back of the cop car, I was told to enjoy the tear gas. I was in a cell with 25, maybe 30 people. I requested a mask, and I was laughed at. Confinement officer pretended to cough in his mask and then laughed at me. They wouldn't tell us what time it was. They would lie about the time, or they would just shut the door. I was not fed for 24 hours. And when I say 24 hours, I don't mean the next day. I mean like a full 24 hours. Didn't get a phone call for 40 hours. It opened my eyes because, yeah, I faced discrimination being a black man. I've dealt with it, but I've never dealt with it like that close. Like it's like where I'm just arrested for nothing. We were all charged with the same thing, disorderly conduct and refusal to leave a scene, even though we were never told to leave a scene. Some of the stories I heard from the cellmates inside, a lot worse than probably what I went through, but it was just a rough situation. The Fort Wayne Police Department should be ashamed of themselves. The little show of unity that they try to say where we're with you, I don't buy it, because I saw what they really were like on Saturday night. Floyd, Rice, Brown, Castile, Taylor, Martin, Sterling, that's real, Bland, Aubrey, Jean, Reed, Rose, Oscar, Till, all killed. Floyd, Rice, Brown, Castile, Taylor, Martin, Sterling, that's real, Bland, Aubrey, Jean, Reed, Rose, Oscar, Till, all killed.
There we go.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
That's crazy.
30 minutes.
That's crazy.
Boom.
You tend to find people trying to find a lot of excuses for the situations that happen, and there was no excuse for what happened this past weekend. There was a 3-year-old baby that got maced, and then the person trying to help the baby also got maced. They were pulling over whoever was trying to aid anybody. So people handed out like water bottles and stuff, they got pulled over. You saw cops walking through the street, stomping on gallons of milk so people couldn't use them to stop the tear gas from burning. It was a horrible situation. It really was. Reporting live from a POC. Hands cupped, face down in the street. I spent my whole life running from me.
Some really abrasive I Can't Breathe samples and shit like that, making this really dark and apocalyptic.
I like that.
So, lots of protest march tune sounds and stuff like that. Then, on the out,
Martin, Sterling, that's real. Bland, Aubrey, Jean, Reed, Rose, Oscar, Till, all killed. Floyd, Rice, Brown, Castile, Taylor, Martin, Sterling, that's real. Bland, Aubrey, Jean, Reed, Rose, Oscar, Till, all killed. A lot of things have got to change. It was a lot of corruptness. You can't have the police themselves. Like, you got to have something, you have to have checks and balances. And their power is unchecked currently. Like, it's their discretion what they do. It took a death, like I said, it took a death for these police to get charged. But there's a lot of brutality that doesn't end in death that gets unchecked. It's like it's within the realms of their power. That badge gives them, I don't know, this power that they think they can just do whatever they want to. And I feel like if there was a check system that actually checks the cops that's outside of their own departments and stuff, I think a lot of things would change. They're here to protect us, not control us, rule us. We're supposed to be in charge of them if you actually think about it. Like, they're here to protect us, and I don't feel like they do that a lot of times. I feel like they're in their own odds. I had a cellmate, the cop told his girlfriend, who was not even part of the protest, he was trying to calm her down, and the cop told him, "You think you can protect her from us?" Which is an insane statement to say to somebody who's literally just trying to calm his girlfriend, who had never been arrested. Actually, many of us had never been arrested. For the cop to say that as he's trying to calm down his obviously hysterical girlfriend, who wasn't even part of the protest, for him to say that to him is just totally uncalled for. Every time I see a cop now, it's like I have a certain way, and that didn't used to be there. I knew of the things that happened. I knew that I've had to be safe around police my entire life just because of my skin color. So I knew this. My parents taught me this. Like, you knew, and it's sad that you gotta teach a kid, hey, be super respectful or you might not come home. I'm glad that our allies are finally opening, because we've been saying this for years, that if anything's gonna be changed, the people who are not affected by it have to be involved. I'm sorry that it had to happen to George Floyd for it to happen, but it's happening. And I just think we need to stay the course. Like, they're trying to scare us out of what we're doing, and we can't let it happen. We can't let it happen. I was at a protest literally 2 days after I got out of jail, so, and I'm gonna keep protesting. I'm gonna keep trying to use my voice. So I just hope you guys do the same.
I've always felt especially lucky. And we have been especially lucky. My dad always used to say, yo, How come you're so lucky? I could never really figure that one out. That was a tough question. But he kept saying it over and over again all the time.
This is a photo of George. This is probably when he was living at our house, and he's sitting at the piano, and he's probably playing the piano and talking a mile a minute about all of the things that George, because he's got tons of things in his head. And there was a certain point when George was like a sort of a normal person. I don't know if he was married to Sharifa at that point, but looking at this picture, he looks like a totally normal person.
Voicemail of Brian Lance, assessment specialist at the Homeless Services Center in Santa Cruz, California.
Hi, my name is Scott Hutchinson. I'm calling for a 65-year-old homeless friend of mine about possibility of getting on a wait list for housing or any kind of care help.
George is an old friend of Scott's. He's homeless. He's an alcoholic. George is sort of a problem because he doesn't have a place to live, and Scott's letting him live in our car. And that's been the most sort of stressful, one of the stressful parts of this whole COVID-19 is Scott feeling like he has to take care of George because George is not taking care of himself.
The problem with the George thing is, I can go figure out where he's at and invite him over to take a shower, feed him a meal, but then I could do that and feel okay with just not telling Vicky, but then I'm kind of hiding something from her, and if she finds out, then she'll be pissed. She's already told me not to let him be sleeping in her car. I'm kind of ignoring that. I just don't want to make it worse and get her more pissed off. So here's the soap, George, and then you're welcome to use whatever. I don't usually use the shampoo, but if you want to find something that's a shampoo, you can. I think this one's a shampoo.
Clean out my bathtub, and you need to wash the towels that George used, okay?
Okay.
I can't believe that you just were like, yeah. Do you hear me,
Okay,
Scott?
I promise, no, I'll do that, no problem. Anything else?
I think your water's boiling, Scott. I'm not pouring nothing for you.
Growing up, I, saw him as, one of Scott's oldest friends. And my dad, he doesn't really have that many friends. So, my mom will say hey, don't put him in my car, desanitize this, desanitize that. Scott's more worried about him now because he's saying he might die, this might take him out, that kind of thing. But not really, it doesn't really change the dynamics that much.
I'm just kind of stuck in the middle, worrying about him and, worrying about Vicky. Trying to keep everybody happy. Ever since I've known George, he's always, looking for a place to stay that he can afford, and having a place that you didn't have to worry about was kind of my dream. Having a little piece of land in the country or something like that. But a place that no matter what, you could go and retreat to, and you wouldn't have to worry about some huge mortgage or some exorbitant rent. So this little camping spot is kind of, just whatever the most convenient at this point, most practical option for George. He can't really afford to live in Santa Cruz. I'd seen this spot walking. It's an alleyway that it's city property, I guess, and but it's just all overgrown with rose bushes, and it's not being used. And so I thought if this was fenced in, it would be it'd probably be okay for him to sleep there, and so fixing it up.
In all our areas of our lives. Step 1 reminds us
Trying to use the principles of Al-Anon and to not react, not to take it personally. This is Scott's path, is for him to deal with George. That's George. His trip is to be an alcoholic and have a hard time. So I'm trying to step away and not get too upset. For the most part, I think it works. Sometimes not. It doesn't, but that's, what is it? Progress, not perfection.
Yeah, what do you think? See, and then you got a flap that flops down here. So it's like just the perfect height for your head here. Nice view. Walls all around, a little carpet, a little foam.
Vicky's side is like Scott, puts a lot of like time and energy, and he stresses out about George a lot, and like Vicky sees it as like a waste of money and like a waste of time and energy and too much stress, and like I just see it as him like helping out his friend, which helps him in a way, because he like feels good. So
yeah, we have to get that one out so that
I would like to
document it.
photograph it someday. It's got a big timeline, but it's dispensationalism, and I don't like that. And that's Willie Dixon, who wrote a third of the greatest.
For a long time, he didn't have a steady income. He's committed to being a painter, and back in the 80s, he could do a $200 or $300 painting once a month, but the price of his paintings didn't go up as the rents went up. Yeah, he just never wanted to compromise and just get a regular job. He felt like that was his calling, and as things got more expensive and him and Sharifa broke up, he was relying on the kindness of friends and stuff like that, couch surfing, and I just admire him as a character and his commitment to not compromising, but it's definitely been hard on him. And I was just trying to help him out one more time.
You got the coolest mustache. Yeah. You don't even have to wax it. Beautiful. Seriously, I love these dogs, dude.
It's hard living life, thinking about George, like every time you sit down to eat, he's got no place to cook. You want to take a shower, and then it's like, oh shit, well, George can take a shower. Whatever luxuries you have in your life that you should be able to enjoy, you can't enjoy those fully, or you can't even be grateful almost because you feel guilty having it, you know what I mean? I don't know what this is, county and Social Security, so the basics there, all important stuff. And we just put the toilet seat on and put a chair in and put the walls on. So if you want to go and check it out, right now, go quick.
Sure.
Don't worry, George is like a cat. He always falls on his feet. Always something comes up. You think, oh man, what are you gonna do, George? But somebody shows up or somebody bails him out. But a lot of those people that bailed him out over the years, they're gone. They moved on, left Santa Cruz, died, whatever. He doesn't have their phone numbers anymore, or he's used up all the hospitality they're willing to give him for now. And if he asked, they would probably give it to him, but he already feels bad enough that they've taken care of him for so long. He doesn't want to ask. So I told you about this. It's this form of therapy where they film you talking about your problems or whatever, and then you go back and you watch yourself talking about your problems. kind of a different form of therapy. So that way you kind of, probably hard, but therapeutic, obviously.
I'm working on a kind of urgent mode somehow. I'm quicker, I make sure I take pictures every day, and I don't think or even stop to look at my pictures as I usually do. I think I'm on a little bit of a survival mode. To take pictures, I have to make it work. I have to keep existing as an artist. I have to stay alive. I'm going to aim for aperture 8, shutter speed 200. I'm in my bedroom that became kind of my office. At home in Chelsea, quarantining with my husband and twins, boy-girl twins. They're almost 16. On y va, fort.
I think I'm getting a lot more comfortable with her taking pictures of me. I think also as I get older and more confident with myself, the idea of like me in pictures isn't that weird to me anymore. So I think there's more pictures that are happening and I'm a lot more comfortable with it. And I think that quarantine has definitely changed that, because I feel like it's a balance of extreme like feeling and emotion and then just like nice moments.
Can I take another set?
Yeah, we're gonna lose COD flashbacks, not gonna lie. My mom's work usually is just about my life, and my sister's life is just life in general. My mom definitely takes more pictures, or I feel, at least it feels like more, since usually I'm at school. But I mean, now it's mostly like every few days, but it's not too bad.
And if they don't want to be photographed, I tell them that my livelihood depends on it right now. I think usually when historical events happen, like September 11th or the Iraq War, I'm not the kind of photographer that, I'm not a war photographer, I'm not kind of a news or documentary photographer. But this time it felt like history is happening right in everybody's lives. So there was more of a connection between what's happening to us as a country, as globally, and my work. When it just started, I started photographing and I became very proactive somehow. So I think maybe it's also like a defense mechanism.
Seeing the archive is giving a lot of reflections in time that passed. I grew up with a family of photographers. My grandfather had a photography store, my uncle ran it, and we had cameras all the time. So it's not something I felt uncomfortable or invasive in any way. I actually feel at home when someone has a camera, and I like to take photos too. Over time, I just enjoy it too, as assisting, as being involved in it. Sometimes she asks, hey, do you mind repeating that? 1 second, pause for that. That's part of my routine experience learning photography, and I'm really enjoying it, but this part is still alive in my life.
We are spending a lot of time together and a lot of really precious time together, and we are getting to know one another, to collaborate more. The kids are definitely now more collaborative with me when it comes to my work. It felt for the first time that I'm really photographing a global event, but at home. Family for me is a microcosm of all the range of emotions, and I feel that almost every kind of relationship is existing within the family, from love to hate to jealousy to honesty, fear, getting closer, getting further apart. Everything is there. So a lot of it follows where I am in my life and what stages I'm in. So now I'm middle-aged, I'm making work about being middle-aged. It started from being more the point of view of the daughter when I was really young. But then I became a mother, so there is a thread of motherhood, how also motherhood can be in clash with who we are as women, as sexual women, as artists. I know why I love photography, and a lot of it is about how much more I can see and feel and understand when I'm taking pictures of something. I love this frozen moment that we can dive into and see different subtleties and nuances in. And we feel that we have the ability to express our voices in some art form. It gives us motivation. It makes us alive.
Rita. Sorry I missed your call. Just leave me a quick message.
And was rushed to a local hospital after falling off. At least 2 CHP patrol units were damaged in the chaos. The hundreds of emotional Angelinos marching around several blocks for hours, demanding their voices be heard.
When I saw the video of George, I've never felt anything like that in my life, man.
No.
To know that there's so many people just trying to do the right thing and live their life and just live. And the police brutality that continues happening to black people over and over in this country is unacceptable, and we're sick of it. No justice, no peace.
Hey, it's Rita. Sorry I missed your call. Just leave me a quick message and your name and number, and I'll call you as soon as I can.
You're a citizen, you're a civilian. This is happening to civilians.
Hey, Grace, now's not a good time. Are you crying?
I'm sorry, I just really need to talk to somebody right now.
Oh my god, you're scaring me. What happened?
They arrested Jordan.
Jordan, your brother? For what?
He was at a protest for Black Lives Matter, and then the cops, they just started throwing the tear gas into the crowd, and then everything went crazy, and then they arrested him. And Mom says that he was badly hurt because of the crowd when they were running, but I mean, and all that chaos, like, who even knows what happened? You know, Jordan, like, he's not violent. He didn't do anything. He's a smart kid.
Oh, no, Jordan wouldn't hurt anyone. I'm so sorry.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like we're born guilty.
It's not right. It's not. It's hey, Grace. I'm so sorry. Can I call you later? I have to go. Jordan will be fine.
Thanks.
Hey, Rita. Sorry I'm late.
It's fine. I was just rehearsing.
New song?
Yeah, well, kind of. We'll see. I never know about these things. I don't know. We'll see. Listen, my mom told me that you're a speechwriter or something.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, I have a big award ceremony coming up, and I need a speech written for when I win the award.
Oh, cool. Like, that, yeah, I'd be happy to. So first, I think I just need a list of people you'd like to thank.
Well, I want it to be political.
I'm sorry?
Well, you know, Joaquin Phoenix, all these other celebrities, they're saying some pretty political stuff when they win. And it's getting them a lot of publicity. I need that.
Okay. What is the issue you want to talk about?
All lives matter.
Come again?
Well, I mean, it's a trending topic right now, and I mean, Black people have their saying, Black Lives Matter. And as a brown person, I mean, I think we have our own problems, so it's unfair. Why not say all of our lives matter?
I don't think that's appropriate, Rita.
Are you gonna write it or not?
I just got off the... Okay, never mind. Let me ask you something. Your dad's a plastic surgeon and your mom's a lawyer, right?
Yeah, so?
Born in Brentwood, went to private school.
Yeah, I mean, you're telling me things I already know.
My point is, Rita, you, me, we don't have the same problems as Black people. Sure, we all deal with racism because we're not white, but the kinds of things that my Black friends have to deal with, The whole reason Black Lives Matter came to be is because if all lives mattered, then why are Black lives being separated more so than others? I mean, just look at the list. George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, the list goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it like that.
Not enough people do.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe don't write that in the speech. I'm using my agent's idea anyways. Maybe write about Black Lives Matter.
Sounds good. I will.
Hey, I'm so sorry about that. But how are you doing? That's more important. How are you?
I'm about to.
You're what?
I'm taking action.
That's good. I'm gonna go with you.
You're my dog. Well, you're more than that, but we'll get there. For now, you're just my dog. Part Labrador. That's easy. Any guesses for the other? It's Pointer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You were given to me after your original owners brought you in to be put down. After spending a week sleeping overnight at the vet's office, you were driven up to me. At first, I didn't think you had fur on your paws. Untreated ringworm had given you swollen, pink, hairless paws. You don't believe in personal space. You sit kind of funny. In the beginning, standing up was pretty difficult. It still isn't easy, but it's better. It's been 5 years, 2 girlfriends, 1 we lived with, 6 living arrangements, 2 jobs, and 1 decision to go back to school together. But then COVID happened.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know.
We face a grim new milestone. The country is fast approaching. Death toll is already more than double American lives lost.
I was alone. Shops weren't taking a break. They were closing up and shutting down. When the world starts to fall apart, it doesn't really matter how close you are to the people around you. You have people around you. We had no one anymore. It was just me and you in a 4-bedroom house. I wondered what you were looking at, searching for, constantly. And I started to look, but I didn't know what for. Neighborhoods were empty. When a global pandemic hit, Orange County decided to get oddly nationalistic. My neighbor told me that if the president was a Democrat, we would be in the middle of the second Holocaust. I knew my school was in a conservative place, but maybe I don't want to talk to the people here. I felt out of place, and you were the only one there for me. Growing up in the suburbs, living a privileged life, you get taught to not accept things you don't want. Try harder, study more. The solution is somewhere out there. This isn't the case, though. I pace when I get nervous or have something on my mind, and I've been pacing a lot. You've been getting in my way even more, forcing me to stop and think. Accept. Darla's eyes see right through me. I found her staring odd, funny, and sometimes cute before COVID. Now it helps me get through the day, knowing there's another being that understands me and needs the connection as much as I do. The way to survive a quarantine is making a schedule. Ours included first walk, followed by sleeping, followed by second walk, and then lunch. Your breakfast. You refuse to eat unless I'm eating too. Then more sleep, followed by our third and final walk. And then dinner, and finally more sleep. As simple as it was. I started to look for something just like you, and it hit me. You weren't searching, you're enjoying. Our life is what our thoughts make it. I always thought you needed the physical contact. After owners that ignored you, it was natural. You were catching up for lost time. But I know it's just as much for me as it is for you, reminding me I'm not alone. You're my dog. More importantly, you're my companion. You're a great dog, but an even better friend. You live in the moment, and so should I. Most of the time, you're just staring at me, but sometimes it is just a squirrel.
There are times in life when you'll be challenged in many different ways, no matter your talents. Yesterday, you were living your best life. Today, you're making lines. There are times when having a bed is gold. Having food is a fortune. And having a home, that's a blessing. I've been working as an essential worker for a few weeks now. Yes, in New York during the COVID-19 pandemic. I wake up at 3:45 a.m. so New Yorkers can have their essential goods delivered to their houses. I always have my cell phone with me, and this is what I've seen. The sky has never been so blue. It is so clear. And I can hear birds chirping every day, all day long. What impressed me the most? I discovered I am surrounded by heroes. I see them everywhere. Death rates are going down, and the city is about to reopen soon. You have been given a second chance. This time, don't be a fool. This is your time to grow, to evolve. En esta nueva oportunidad, no te olvides de vivir y de amar.